Hello, and welcome back to the Mason Gaming channel. It has been quite some time indeed since we have played anything on this channel, but because this game just came out on Android and I have been loving this game, I figured I'd start making videos on it, cause why not, you know? So this game right here, WWE Mayhem, is my new addiction. You can see I'm already level 15. I already have quite a few superstars, and like this game is seriously something special. I don't know if it's the fact that I can play it almost endlessly, or if it's like the what do you call it? The gambling aspect, I would say, because in this game there's these loot cases right here where you can see you get this one every 4 hours, and you get the daily one once a day. You get these story ones from playing in the story mode, which is this right here, which I have to start a new chapter right now, but I'll get to that later. And then there's the versus ones, which you can get for good playing online. The event ones, which I'm about to get one, you get from doing just the events that they'll put up daily, but there's better ones that you can get from the events, which we'll get to. The 1-star ones, which these you actually don't get often whatsoever, but 1-stars are the weakest units in the game, so you shouldn't really be that interested in them. Ignore that. 2-star, which is a step up, but like it's, you know, you could do better. The 3 stars, these are what you want. These are like your bread and butter. These will help you get through most of the events with ease. The harder ones, I should say. Oh my gosh, why won't this go away? I hate when people do these kind of things when I try to do anything on my phone. Okay, 4-star. These are everything. These are what you want. They are so hard to get, but when you get one, it is literally a game changer. Then there's the premium ones. These are probably one of the best and easiest to obtain, because I'm pretty sure every single character in the game from 2-star and up is in that chest. So you can see there's quite a few. It's just going through list after list of 4-star right now. And then the super premium, which is every single superstar in the game from 3-star and up. So it basically just gets rid of all the 2-stars that are in the premium. Even better. That'd be fantastic. And then you have the Smackdown ones. These you get from the events. There's this Fortune event right here, so it's Smackdown event. If you do these, I already did what I was able to, but you'll get these Smackdown live keys right here. And those are used for that. And oh, those chests are really nice. I have not been able to say I've gotten my fair share of good things out of it, but I have hope in the future that I will. So, Alliance, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming they're just not doing anything with it yet. But I guess for right now, I'll just show off the game a little. So we'll just go into the story mode. I just unlocked my 4th character slot, so now I can have 4 people on my team. That's very nice to have. So our first opponent's going to be Randy Orton. Now my best character right now is Macho Man Randy Savage. He is a 3-star. I have him fully upgraded as far as he can go right now. And so here I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay aspect to this game. Now it's a little weird at first and a little tricky to get a grasp on, but as soon as you figure it out, it's actually not that bad at all. Now, I warn you, you gotta be crafty, because these computers sometimes they will have these schemes and they will get you. So there's 3 basic ways to attack in this game. You can do light attacks, which is just these. You can do heavy attacks, which by swiping, that's how I do like the drop kick and stuff. They do a good bit more damage. And then you can do these grapples, which you'll either hold in the right side of the screen and you'll charge up the grapple, or you can use your special meter at the bottom, which I recommend not using because, as you can see right now, it'll just start this reversal contest, which I'm actually surprised he didn't reverse me again, because he could have. So you can use your special bar at the bottom to also do these grapples, but it's risky, because that bar, you use it to reverse other grapples. So if you have more than your opponent, you can basically fuck them over completely, and that's what you want to do. So it's best if you don't use your special bar so much and you just try to do the grapples by holding the screen. You can block, however, I wouldn't, because you get less special bar energy at the bottom from blocking attacks because you take less damage. And that can end up hurting you more than it helped you from not receiving that damage. So it's probably best that you just don't block, at least in my personal opinion. I have never needed to. Am I going to say I haven't come up against a tough fight? No, I have. But the blocking, it doesn't seem to do you that much good in the fight, is basically what I'm saying. So, Brock Lesnar is my opponent right now. I've noticed that it really doesn't seem to matter who your opponent is. None of them really seem tougher than the other ones. It's really based off just the stats that they have. He reversed me. The stats that they have. And I like how I'm giving you guys advice. And I didn't even take my own advice. And I let him reverse me right there. But it's basically based off the stats that they have. And there's also abilities and stuff that come with each card, but they don't really seem to make that much of an impact in the match.
He's going for his signature move. Diving double axe handle. Yeah. Oh, he's in danger of being killed.
But yeah, the characters themselves actually don't seem to bear too much into, like, if you're going to win the match or not, because I have gotten my ass completely whooped by, like, Sami Zayn, somebody I don't even know who that is, because I'm like an older wrestling fan. I don't really know these newer wrestlers, and but then, like, I can walk into the ring with Randy Orton and The Rock and Goldberg and everybody and just completely whoop on them. It doesn't really make that much sense, but so here's a really important aspect of the game. You can see at the bottom, you can see my team here, which I have no clue how I managed to take that much damage in that first match, but you can see my team here at the bottom. This is really important to keep an eye on, because you need to use these guys to get you through each and every single one of these battles. These question marks are battles too, by the way. You just don't know who you're fighting yet. But you see their health bar, it stays after each and every match, and you have to make sure that by the end of it, you have at least one character who can take out The Rock. So my character specifically for that is going to be Macho Man Randy Savage, more than likely, but I'm also going to need him for this fight. So I have to think in my head, okay, I don't want to make Macho Man Randy Savage get too hurt, especially because I don't have a whole lot of healing items left, as you can see. So I need to go into this match and actually not use him, even though I want to, and use Jimmy Uso instead, even though I hate him. This way I can save Macho Man Randy Savage for those tougher fights further down the line. And I kind of like how this game isn't just, you just hop in and you tap a whole bunch of stuff and start playing. There's actually some strategy to it. And unless you dump a whole bunch of money on the game, it is actually difficult too. There's a couple times where I've run into matches that I just could not beat. There was nothing I could do about it. I had to just quit what I was doing because I straight up couldn't beat them. But that'll happen. One of the other things I like about this game is it's like you enjoy it more and more the more you play it. Like, when you first start playing it, you don't really have that much to work with at the beginning, and so it seems a little stale. But as you keep going and you get more and more, it gets better and better, and when you finally get yourself a decent team going and you can start doing the events and stuff, this game is actually just so much fun. And I've gotten to the point where I can't find myself not playing it. Like, I just want to play it almost all the time. It's